right, pray for me. I feel the coffee splashing. Try not to make an entire mess. It is huge. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Today we are making a giant Dalgona whipped coffee, aka TikTok coffee, whatever you wanna call it. It's basically like a whipped coffee experience. I am sure you know what I'm talking about. This coffee has literally been everywhere, and when it first actually hit the web on TikTok, coffee was out everywhere. The instant coffee that you need, it was gone. Like, at least here in my city, there was no coffee to be found, and it's crazy because we're in the middle of a pandemic, so you know, people were going out of their way to get this coffee. And honestly, I can't even blame them because it is delicious. If you've made it yourself, then you know. I mean, come on now, if you know, you know. But I personally would like to take this whipped coffee experience to the next level, spice it up a bit, and make a giant one. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I don't think anybody has done a giant version of this because it's kind of a pain in the butt to make. So it's gonna be very interesting to say the least. Okay, so this is the giant jar that we're gonna be using. Sorry, it's wet still. I just washed it. But yeah, we're gonna be making our whipped coffee slime in here. Why do I keep saying we and our? It's literally just me. Sorry, y'all. I think I'm speaking for both me and my multiple personalities. So let's go ahead and make this coffee. There are basically two parts to this whipped coffee drink. There is a milk base, which like covers 2/3 of the glass. And then there's also the whipped coffee part. I always just start with the milk base because it's the easiest for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add ice into my glass jar here. Okay, there is ice in my jar. I prefer this drink as an iced coffee beverage instead of a warm coffee, but I know that people have made it warm as well, so just you do you, boo. And now to our ice, we're gonna be adding milk. I have a gallon of 2% milk here because if you drink whole milk, you nasty. Honestly though, I feel so gross drinking whole milk. I don't know why. So I have 2% milk here. I'm gonna try not to make an entire mess. And I'm just gonna fill this 2/3 of the way. Gotta make room for our coffee. All right, I'm gonna say that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's good. And now this next step is completely optional, but I actually like to add some vanilla extract into this. I feel like it just gives it a different flavor and also just like adds something different to it, you know what I'm saying? It's good definitely without it, so if you've never tried it, try it without first. And then, you know, if you wanna get a little creative, you can add just a little hint of vanilla extract. This smells delicious already, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put it to the side now because now we gotta make the coffee part. All right, now is the tricky part. To make the whipped coffee, you're gonna need some sugar. It's basically 1 to 1 to 1. So however much sugar you put, that's how much coffee and how much water you're gonna add. So I'm doing 2 cups of each because we need a lot. So I have 2 cups of sugar in my bowl here. This is just regular sugar. For the coffee part, you're going to need some instant coffee granules. This is just regular classic roast Folgers here. I actually don't even use this. I just got it for the video because I like caffeine free or decaf. But you do you know, I like to keep an eye on my blood pressure. So since we have 2 cups of sugar in here, I'm also gonna be adding 2 cups of these coffee granules, coffee grains, whatever you wanna call them. They're instant, so don't try to do this with like regular coffee grains because it will not work. Okay, there's 1 cup. This is gonna make a lot, oh my gosh. This actually might just make too much. And then there's our 2nd cup. Okay, so now we have 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of coffee in here. Now we just need 2 cups of water. And this is warm water to help everything dissolve. Oh, that was like 2 cups exactly. Now you can totally mix this by hand with a regular whisk, but ain't nobody got time for that. It will work if you don't have one of these. It just takes a lot of time and patience, but I'm gonna use this because we are making 6 cups basically of this stuff right now, and I don't have time to use a regular whisk, so I'm gonna use this. This usually splashes everywhere, so RIP to me. What I like to do is I actually like to go in just like this and kind of mix it together first before I turn it on to kind of, you know, get rid of some of that water, because the water is what makes it splash everywhere. And I'm wearing a light pink shirt. I do not need to get coffee stains everywhere, although I'm pretty sure it's just gonna happen. All right, pray for me. the coffee splashing. Okay. Oh no! I got coffee on my shirt! This is literally gonna take forever because there's so much of it. As you can see, it's already like frothing up, but we need it to get nice and fluffy. So RIP to all the headphone users out there. I'm sorry, I should have gave y'all a warning before, but come on. Y'all seen this TikTok coffee, I'm pretty sure. Whew, Jesus. My arm is requesting permission to fall off. Okay, y'all, it is definitely not as whipped as I am used to it being, but I think it's just because there's so much of it in there, it's kind of hard to whip it up like super fluffy and frothy, but it's definitely a lot more frothy than what we started off with. It even lightened in color, as you can see. I have coffee all over the place, all over my shirt. So that's fun. Okay, so now that the whipped coffee layer is done, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to pour it into our milk mixture, and hopefully it's gonna float on top, and hopefully I'm not gonna make a mess while I pour it. We shall find out. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful. What a beaut this is. Truly. I did it. Here it is. I honestly did not think this was gonna work whatsoever. I need to get a thumbnail because I already see it avalanching, as we say in the slime community. But yeah, I made a gallon of TikTok coffee. It is huge. I can barely hold it up. It's heavy. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how this bad boy tastes, all right? So I'm gonna kind of mix it up a bit. I'm gonna have coffee for days, which is great. There's no way. Did you think I was gonna drink all this right now? I mean, I don't know, maybe it is breakfast time, but no, this is a lot. I could never. I'm not that iconic. Just gonna mix the two layers a bit. That way I don't get just milk, you know? It's always kind of difficult to mix the layers. All right, let's see. Delicious as always, of course. Oh, it's so good. Yay, I'm so proud of myself. I honestly thought this video was gonna be a disaster, which it kind of was because I got coffee everywhere, but it was kind of worth it. I at least have coffee for like 3 days now, and I don't have to make it. I'm just gonna keep it in the fridge, you know? This is amazing. Delicious. And you really need to try it with that vanilla extract if you haven't. So good. For those of you who haven't tried Dalgona coffee, I know you're probably thinking, what's so great about it? Is it just because it was on TikTok? Honestly, that's what I thought at first too, but it's really like, it's such a different experience because the coffee is super frothy and bubbly when you drink it, and it's very smooth. And also, I've never had instant coffee before this, and instant coffee is actually not that bad. It's pretty good, so you know. Just try it if you haven't, you won't regret it. At least I don't think you will. If you do regret it, I'm sorry. I am gonna be wired all day, honey. Alrighty, y'all, well, that is pretty much it for this video. It is super easy to make a Dalgona whipped coffee, especially if you're trying to make a giant version of it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I love you very freaking much, and I will see you all next time. Bye!